Did you know that the St. Mary's River has shipwrecks? Well, right below me right there is one of them. We're putting in at DeTour. We're going by boat to explore 5 different shipwrecks in this few mile radius. Let's go. I know what I want to do today, and I know that they've been in the same place for 100 years, so I want to find the shipwrecks.
See the little shipwreck?
Oh yeah, so it actually has a shipwreck sign too.
Actually, yeah, when it's a significant one, it's got a little shipwreck sign on it.
Gotcha. So this whole shipwreck map we're using, you can see that right here we've got 6 shipwrecks that are marked. Hopefully we're gonna get to like at least 3 of them today. This wreckage right here, there's 2 of them. The St. Marie, scuba diver difficulty beginner, paddle sports accessible, yes. It says this site has an entanglement hazard to divers, so you do have to be careful and keep your distance from it. A rail car ferry that once ran between Mackinac City and St. Ignace. That's crazy that it used to be between the Upper and Lower Peninsula and then between the island and here, and now it sits the way that it does.
Look to your left because there's more machinery.
This shipwreck right here, the St. Marie, and then the other shipwreck that is under here, I can't tell where one begins and the other one goes, or if I'm looking at both of them. But this right here is the most accessible shipwreck, easy to find, with some of the coolest stuff that I've ever been to. Not only do we have so much of the metal mechanisms, but so much of the wood and how much of it is intact. It's very easy to spot because it's sticking out of the water. You have to be careful because there is still some things sticking up that you want to make sure that you're not going to catch yourself. But as far as a paddle sports accessible shallow water shipwreck, this is one of the best that I've ever been to. To see that it's right here on the St. Mary's River, I cannot believe that I've lived here my entire life and I've never been to this shipwreck. This is unreal. The best part about it is I can start from a comfortable spot, but then I can also dive down into the drop-off right there, and there's 10, 15 feet pieces of debris that are really far down there. I can't get over how cool this is.
So this one here is the General, and it was built in 1900 in West Bay City, Michigan. And then it was lost in 1930. It was rammed and sunk in the St. Mary's River in 1910, spending 7 years submerged before being raised for further use, and then burned right off of Frying Pan Island. It sits in about 15 feet of water now.
I like to do the research. It's pretty fun.
So much to see. Not only can you see the shipwreck, but there's like a lot of stuff from like dredging and things like that. So like big limestone boulders.
So over there's a plant with like gravel and stuff where ships go to unload over on Drummond Island.
I think, is that limestone over there?
Yeah, there's a type of ship called they're like a channel class where they're like smaller and skinnier so they can get into different ports. Like none of a 1,000 footer couldn't get into that at all because they're way too big for it. You just need like a small, skinny freighter, like the Wilfred Sykes. Sometimes it'll say like they're gonna unload limestone or something.
Oh, okay.
When you click on it, like to see the picture and stuff.
St. Mary's is massive. And you've lived here for how, 40 years?
40 years, yeah.
And you'd think that you'd have seen everything on the river. No. And this is a completely new experience for you.
I mean, there's so many places that I've been to that we'll go and we're like, wow, I've never been here before. Why haven't I done this? You know, there's so many places. Drummond Island over there, a DeTour here. It's huge. When you see a shipwreck and the boards of the ship are kind of floating in and out, like the current's kind of creepy when you're doing it, but it's super cool.
Well, look at the gears on this one right here.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I think about it like this. We've got a maritime present and a maritime past and then future.
Yeah.
When you see the ships go by, that's the present. You can see the past sitting on the bottom of the river. And then you've got the future, which is the new ships and the cruise ships and everything else that comes through here.
Yeah.
Over there, those are the two St. Mary's pilot boats, and they go up to like the Salties when they get into the river. They deliver like river captains, because the other captains don't know how to. Going through the locks could be different from just being out in the open ocean.
And the thing about it is that if you look at a map of the Great Lakes and look at the shipwrecks that there is, it's unbelievable. And I've actually talked to different people that don't understand how big it is,
right,
and how deep it is, and how, you know, treacherous it can be.
Yeah.
So there's so many shipwrecks out there. It's crazy.
I like these ones just because they feel like on a day like today, they're just so accessible to check out. You don't even have to get out of the boat to see them.
We could sit right there and just, I mean, you could check them all out. You can kind of, with us, it's nice today because we have our trolling motor in, and just, you're careful, you get your motor up. You can kind of just tool around them, keeps a safe distance, but you can get a good thing and say, wow, look at that, it's the shipwreck. And you can, you know, visually see the shape of the boat and get a good visual of it. And you go, wow, we were exploring shipwrecks today.
That's the hat you were just telling me about.
Oh, yeah. I brought it out here specifically because we're in DeTour.
That's funny.
Uh-huh. And I have a giant head, and this is an XL hat. Look it. I don't even have to go to the last rung. That's super important for me. The other side of the marina here, there's 3 shipwrecks that sit right like that.
Okay.
We're kind of on like a scavenger hunt right now. Part of the fun is trying to find them.
It's a fish tug built in 1926. It was lost in 1938. Lost type abandoned, and it's in the depth of 10 feet. These two specifically say that paddle sport's accessible. Yes. Yep. Right there.
Oh yeah, and I can see like the...
Oh, Nick, you're gonna get in the water and look straight forward 8 feet and see the ribs of the one.
Yeah, I can see them right there.
Yeah.
They're directly behind us right now.
There's this one right here that has got like a point, but it's like, it looks like a crib that got twisted and pointed up, and the rest of them are just square. There's plenty of dock routes all through here. It's super cool. There's just huge timbers. Really getting a full tour, all the way from ships that are under the water, part way out of the water, sitting out of the water not being used, and then ships that are currently on top of the water. I just love this. I love that we had a plan for shipwrecks, and then we spotted another one on your GPS there, a bonus shipwreck. It says the Delaware was lost in 1930, which means at this point it's been under the water for almost 100 years.
Well, I'm glad I went in there and did that. And the water feels so good back here.